A 65-year-old man was picked up by security personnel for urinating and defecating at an inappropriate place in the community. On questioning, he made offensive remarks and behaved inappropriately. Physical examination reveals an ataxic gait and amnesia. An initial urine drug screen is negative for any drug of abuse. So he's having very obvious personality as well as behavioral changes. Behavioral changes, as you can see, he's urinating and defecating at an inappropriate place, and he's also making offensive remarks, and they've also mentioned behaved inappropriately. Okay. So with this itself, you can come to the diagnosis of, pick disease or frontotemporal dementia. Just remember, in any question stem, if they're talking about, a sudden change in personality or a sudden change in behavior, okay, that's probably for the worse, not for the better. Just think of any lesion involving the frontal lobe. Okay, so your frontal lobe, your prefrontal cortex, all of this is involved in actually your personality. This is what actually, shapes your personality as an individual. So any lesion over there is going to distort that. Okay, and like I mentioned, it'll go for the worst. So any question stem, sudden change in personality, sudden change in behavior, always think of, any frontal lobe lesion. Like I mentioned, in this case, PIC bodies is sort of specific for PIC disease, frontotemporal dementia. So we already arrived at the diagnosis of that. Option A, drug abuse, just automatically ruled it out because they've mentioned that the urine drug screen is negative. Okay, so they've mentioned that this is just an option to sort of confuse you a little bit. Just rule it out. The question stem says it's negative, rule it out. Option B is PIPAC sheets. As I already mentioned, this is the prion disease or Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, or your spongiform encephalopathy, all of those diseases. So I already mentioned the features of that, not seen over here, rule it out. Lewy bodies, like I mentioned previously, can be seen in Parkinson's if it's present in the neurons, or if it's present in the cortex, it's going to be Lewy body dementia. There is no mention of any dementia over here. There's no mention of any Parkinson-like features, rule it out. Okay. Amyloid plaques, once again, Alzheimer's disease. Like I mentioned, there's absolutely no mention of this patient having any memory loss or forgetfulness or not knowing where he is, very disoriented, not mention anything, then just rule it out.
Thanks for watching. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe for more.